My poster is titled ADHD Creating a Positive Environment. I selected this topic because I had a student in my practicum with ADHD, and I wanted to not only learn more about the topic, but also be able to provide this individual student, along with the rest of my class, a positive learning environment. My poster first looks at what ADHD is and what ADHD can look like. ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder and is the most commonly diagnosed mental disorder in children, with 2.1% of children between the ages of 6 and 11 years old having ADHD in Canada. ADHD is most commonly found in boys and is usually discovered during a child's early school years. Children with ADHD may be hyperactive and unable to control their impulses, or may have trouble paying attention. Behaviors such as these can interfere with school and home life. As I mentioned before, ADHD can look like being unable to control impulses, but can also take many different forms. Some may include being easily distracted, struggling to follow various forms of directions, excessive talking, the constant need for movement, and interrupting others. Children with ADHD require supports and accommodations to set them up for success. If children with ADHD go without these necessities, a negative classroom experience could arise. These negative experiences could look like the student constantly being in trouble, the student's frustration level being high because they are struggling, the teacher's frustration level being high, and other students within the classroom feeling the effects of the frustration. There are many classroom accommodations that can be put in place for students that have ADHD. These accommodations can include keeping expectations consistent by repeating instructions, limiting distractions by having the student sit closer to you, communicating feedback by acknowledging positive behavior and ignoring small disruptions, rewarding good behavior by having a reward system in place, giving the student a break, and this could look like sending the student away for heavy work breaks, and using tools and flexible rules by allowing the student to have another space to move if necessary. When supports and accommodations are set in place for these students, the experience in the classroom is much more positive. The positive experiences that are created could look like the student spending less time in trouble and taking on more of a helper role, the teacher and the student developing a stronger relationship built on understanding rather than frustration, and the classroom environment as a whole becoming calmer due to frustrations floating away. It is crucial that these students receive the supports and accommodations that are necessary, not only to help them learn, but to also help them have a positive learning experience. Thank you.